the Wagwan, mi familias, welcome back. Glad you made it. That's another social production. That's right, we're doing it on Wednesday, September the 24th, 2025. If you're joining me, wherever you're joining me from, whether it's Canada, Toronto, over here in the GTA, over there in the West Coast, BC, down south, further down south, United States of the Americas, my beautiful brothers and sisters, my brothers and sisters, over there in Mexico, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Antarctica, Papua New Guinea, New Zealand, Australia's. Welcome back. We're outside once again. Sip sip to the gang. Let's see what happens today. We're just gonna have a little bit of fun with the beautiful people of Toronto, of course. We'll see where it goes. The ups, the downs, specifically the downs. Today a little bit of it has got to do with the downs, but all around the place. We're just excited to be alive and kicking it out here with the gang. Let's get started. Let's just have a little bit of fun. What's been going on in and around the world? I'll say, if you want to give a lot of people are like, man, my kid is retarded. My kid is retarded, but I'm not satisfied with the level of retardation. Well, there's good news, bad news. Good news, bad news. Apparently you can actually make your kids retarded, which is nice. Before you didn't have this option, but now you do. You're like, how do I alter the level of retardation of my kids? You can do this with Tylenol, apparently. You can do this with Tylenol. So if you're like, man, my kid is retarded, how did it happen? Apparently, it's got something to do with Tylenol. Or I believe the actual name of the medicine is it starts with acetaminophen. Acetaminophen. Say that 5 times real quick. Acetaminophen, aka Tylenol. So good news, bad news. Apparently if you are pregnant and you take a Tylenol, there's a higher chance that your kid's gonna come out retarded, which is, pros and cons to it all. It used to be, I listened to it, there was a meeting with Prezi Trump and a bunch of doctors and people giving live accounts of their lives and their loved ones, of their children. Yeah, apparently it turns out that I'm not a doctor, I'll say that. I mean, like, not a recognized doctor, I don't have my credentials with me. I mean, could I operate anywhere outside of the Western Hemisphere? Absolutely. In the global South, could I operate? Yeah, 100%. But red lines, red tapes, jurisdictions. Oh, which school did you go to? Did you even go to school? How do you even spell doctor? And I was like, bro, D-O-K-T-E-R, dog. You know what it is. Doctor. You know what it is. So yeah, I know how to spell doctor. Thank you very much. But yeah, apparently it turns out if you give your wife, or maybe you don't have a husband, or maybe you're just like, maybe your child's maybe you're not married. There's no shame in that. It's a modern day. I'm not saying your kid's a bastard or anything. That's old school shit. Your kid's just as lovely as any other kid with a father. Who do the fathers of these days? So and the mothers of these days. So everybody's doing a good job. Everybody's doing a fantastic. It's just difficult, is what it is. But again, if you are pregnant and you get the hiccups, you get the backache, you get the purple nurple, you get the sour tits, you get the cold sweats, you got the warm sweats, you got the hot sweats, and then you decide to take a Tylenol, there's apparently an increased chance that your kid becomes retarded. And again, there's pros and cons to this. Before it used to be, like way back in the day, it used to be, apparently I listened to the speech. Apparently it used to be 1 in like 30,000 or 1 in 20,000 kids had autism. Then it dropped to like 1 in 10,000 kids has autism. And then that dropped to 1 in 30 kids with autism. And then in certain locations on planet Earth, like California, there's like 1 in 10 kids has the autism, which is, you gotta ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because it's not like you don't want some of the autism. some of these, some of the global power players have the tism. Name them. Name the big dogs. Name the big dogs with a lot of money, especially in tech. Elon, Zuckerberg, Sam Altman, anybody else, really. Anybody really doing anybody who can focus for a really long time. I think those are, again, it's a spectrum. So you're like, how much Tylenol should I be taking to just not, you don't want that. You don't want that tism. That tism will cost you a pretty penny to maintain. The tism that sits in a garage. You want the tism that's sitting in a garage, formulating a rocket, launching it into space, coming up with all sorts of mechanisms, creating milkshakes out of thin air. You want that tism. You want the tism that'll, make you take a second mortgage on your house, but it's worth it because investing in him or her will pay in 1,000x in the future. Because they're going to be the owner of a company that's going to rule the world or a portion of the world, whether it's in tech, whether it's in communication, whether it's in the weapons development, manufacturing development, all that jazz. So if you're like, how much tism should I give my kid? It's a toss-up. You're like, what about the kids that don't have the tism? Or do any of them turn out to be successful? Depends how you define success. Apparently, a lot of the mish, or as I like to call it, the Amish, that is, a lot of the mish don't have the tisms, and that's because they don't believe in the tisms. They don't believe in it. They don't fucks with it. Because tism's out in the light, son, and you need light for the tism to take effect. But the mish are like, man, sun up till sundown. The rest of the time, you need to catch some Z's, or you're gonna catch that tism. I believe that's basically how it goes in the mish community. But if you don't want to be like the mish, if you don't want to be mishing around, then you got to get that tism. You got to get that good kind of tism too. They said don't take it. They said don't, as much as you can, fight the urge. If you got the cold sweats, if you got the hot, take your mind off of the fever by getting your husband to go down on you. That's right. Fight it. It's tough. I know. I've not had the, cold sweats or hot sweats, knock on wood, thank goodness. But if, and I'm not prone to popping pills in my mouth. If I feel the sweats coming, I will ask a lady to, if she's around and she's willing to help a fella, give a fella a hand job, and that'll take my mind off the sweat and the fever and all that stuff. So don't take, and apparently all that we've been apparently pumping the kids. Prezi Trump said it, we're pumping the kids, we're pumping and dumping the kids with concoctions, and it's curious. It is curious. Why are we giving kids hepatitis shots? These kids can't even get laid. Their necks haven't even, they don't even have erect necks, son. You think they can get erections or even do other stuff? They can't. They're weak. They're not here out on these streets playing these games. So we're pumping them. Apparently we're pumping them with spread them out is what I heard. Spread as much as you need to pump them up. Spread it out. Don't take Tylenol. I'm not a doctor again. But also, if you want to hack the system, what I say is have a ton of kids. Have like 10, 15, 20 kids. And then fucking gobble down just bottles and bottles of Tylenol. Because, you got to play the odds. It's a numbers game. They say that. It's a numbers game. So pop a bottle in your wife's throat. Let her chew on that for a second. Next thing you know, 10 years in, your kid starts to, fucking do backwards math and shit. Starts, figuring out the Rubik's Cube or messing up the Rubik's Cube so bad that nobody can solve it. How about that kid? Because a lot of people can solve it, but could you mess it up to the point where no one can solve it? That's the big question. So the takeaway, if you are out there, you're pregnant, don't take Tylenol. And you're like, oh, there's plenty of other people that might say take Tylenol. Then take it then. I'm not then take it. Take a lot. I would say take a lot more than whatever they recommend. If you want a special kid, you gotta amp up the dosage. Take a lot of Tylenol, and take a lot of Tylenol and cram in all the shots into one juicy shot, one super shot. Everything all in one shot. The shot. That's what they call it. 120 shots in one shot, and that's how you make sure your kid is in the space program. Your kid is selected to go to special schools, given a premature PhD. You know what I'm talking about. And that's the basics of it. If you want to do that, it's completely up to you. It should be up to every parent. That's what I say. My body, my choice. Also, it should go to like my, an extension of my body, which is your kid. Also my choice. How much would I give my kid after they're born? I'll give them a little bit. I'll let them nibble on the tablet, just see how it goes. I'll ramp it up. And I'll taper it too. If it starts going too much if it goes too much of that kind of tism, I'll cut it off. Or maybe that's the sign when you need to go extra. Maybe that's when they start, drooling from the face and bleeding from the ear. That's when you go extra Tylenol. Acetaminophen. Minophen. Get that fin. You want your kid to have some fins? Get the acetaminophen. Shout out to the gang. Thank you for joining me today. What else is going on in and around this beautiful world? I believe there's a procedure that's being done. I saw a video on the lines. It's a beautiful procedure. That's right. If you want to change your eye color now, you can. People are getting their retinas burned. I don't know. I guess they're using lasers. You can do that now. So if you've got a darker shade of eye color, like a brown or a black, you can lighten that eyeball up and get yourself some light eyes. I don't know what it'll do to you in terms of life. I don't know. If you want green eyes, we could do that now. If you want blue eyes, we could. If you want yellow eyes, if you want hazel eye, if you want gray eyes, we could do that now, which is beautiful. But step away from the traditional colors. Go with something that pops. Go with a purple, it happens in nature. It's rare. Who's that famous actress? I think she's dead. If she's not, then yes, I'm so glad that she's alive. But she may be dead. I think it's Liz Taylor. Was Liz Taylor? She's dead, right? She had purple eyes, or cataracts or something. She had one of those. She's still alive. Shout out. She's dead. Rest in peace. But yeah, go with the purple. Go with a red. Go with a neon orange. Really stand out. Don't just go with I got my color changed to another typical color. Go to, do one red, one blue. That's the way. Go both red. Go fucking cyborg. Go, go albino. Everybody's like, oh, I want something that's rare. If you want to go rare, go albino eyes. Yikes. Or yes, depending on what you're into. But you can do that now. The tech is apparently new. I don't know how they do it. I think they use lasers. Could you go blind? Maybe. Is it worth it? Yeah, 100%. Who cares if you can actually see? If it's visually pleasing, you'll find a suitor or a mate that'll love you regardless. I don't care how many corners you bump into. I don't care how many children you step on because you're blind, but you have a different eye color now. It's worth it. I don't care how many pets you crush because you didn't see them when you sat on the couch. I don't care how many people you make out with thinking it was your lover right next to you, but it was just a random stranger. I don't care that you took the wrong seat on public transport. It's okay, because now you got a different eye color and the world is your oyster. You're going blind, but it's worth it. That's right. Whoever said, love yourself and don't change was a damn liar. So change and Love yourself differently and let others love you differently too. Could you do it at home? I'm not quite sure. I would suggest, again, I'm not a doctor, but if you want to skip the doctor and the laser procedure and do things on the up and up, I say open up a bottle of bleach and just pour it all over your eyes. Let that, because bleach whitens stuff, or lightens stuff rather. So it's bleach your eyes. It's a much better way. And if you go blind, at least you know who did it. You're not going to be like, oh, a stupid doctor who I paid X amount of doll hairs. I don't know how much you're going to pay for that, but at least you did it. You did. Take the responsibility. Be proud of that shit. You know? What a beautiful day. Hopefully maybe we'll see. We'll see. I am trying to, by the time we get to the end of this video, maybe we'll have recruited some people for some beautiful events that are unraveling before our eyes today. Oh, ladies and gents, I believe there was a man, they caught a man. They didn't catch him or anything, he didn't do nothing, but still a man. He's 26 years old. Chinese baby who was adopted by a pair of folks from the Netherlands, the people from Holland to my Hollanders. They adopted this kid, and he grew up to be a beautiful man, 26 years old. I forget his name. Kwai D, I think. I'm gonna hashtag that shit so we know who it is. Kai D. I do apologize if I Chai D. Kai. Doesn't matter. I'll hashtag it maybe if I remember. 26 years old, and they adopted this kid because he didn't have thumbs. No thumbs. Both of them. He's missing both thumbs. And I guess that probably contributed to him ending up getting adopted, which is nice. Not nice that he got adopted, but he's missing thumbs, and he's recently caught the attention of many people, and this guy included. And he's doing things like traveling back to China to visit the homeland, and also get in touch with the roots a little bit, but also saying how he's happy and content without having any thumbs. That he would, if he had the choice, he would maybe try on thumbs for like a day or two, but then he'd revert back to no thumbs. Thumbless man, they call him. I'm not quite sure if they call him that, but rolls off the tongue. Maybe they should. Maybe he should. I don't know. Whatever. Like just a man. Maybe how about that? Just a man. The man is not to be defined by the number of thumbs he's had. I don't care how many thumbs you've got, whether you got one on each hand or extra thumbs for that matter. Thumbs don't define a man. A wise man once said, it is not the thumbs of the man that define the man. It is what he does with those thumbs. For instance, does he stick them up anywhere in bodily orifices, on his own personage or other people? Ask yourself what your thumb isn't doing for you. Ask your thumb what it is willing to do for others. What dark hole has your thumb been up lately? Because anybody can start asking like, oh, wow, I can't remember the last thing a thumb has done for me. I have a few questions. Is it innocent, thumbless man that's a beautiful soul that's living his beautiful life, going through his journey? Or is it the sign of the end times? I'll leave it to the public to decide. Yeah, innocent, thumbless man. Nothing to see here, folks. Or the end times are near, my friends. Or it's like really good times. Really good times, and it doesn't matter. It's just another man. Or is it the end of the times? Is it the sign of the end times? Because what if he goes and shakes your hand and you don't feel a grasp of the thumb around your hand? How's that gonna feel? Innocent handshake or the sign of the end times? Scratch my back, will you? Well, guess what? He'll scratch your back and you'll only get 4 fingers on the back. Innocent back scratch via 4 fingers, or a sign of the end times. Innocent man, or demonic possession of a young man who is about to unleash hell on earth. Dun 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 dun. Good times, good innocent times, or hell on earth via thumbless demons. I'll let the public decide. Innocent or up to something. Once again, I will leave it to the public to decide. Mastered the art of eating with only 4 fingers. Innocent or a slow push to removing all of our thumbs. If this man can use all the cutlery with only 4 fingers, why do you need a thumb? Innocent or the end of thumbs? My God. My God. I will let the public decide. I hear sirens in the background and in the distance. They might come by, I'm not quite sure. I don't know what these sirens are. Every time I'm outside, I do. Apparently a whole bunch of folks. Yeah, they're coming closer. Will they make a turn? Or will they go straight through? Innocent? Or the sign of the end times? I'll leave it to the public. I believe they call themselves the firemen. Firemen. I've seen them walk outside. They're not on fire or anything. The branding is like, oh, we're all about fire. We're all about fire. We love fire. Not seen one single fireman actually on fire. I've not seen one of them just fucking, just whip out his palm and just combust. I've never even seen a couple of them play with matches or even a little bit of lighter fluid. Supposed firemen. Every time they step out, they gotta make it all about themselves. Oh, look at us, look at us. And the people don't question it, of course, everybody just goes along. Whatever, dude. What else is going on? Some beautiful people may leave questions out there and I just listen. I put my ear to the ground and I simply listen. But before we get into that, let's talk about this one, because this one's a little... Scientists, researchers, they apparently did a little bit of listening themselves. In the water, that is. They went and checked out some leopard sharks. That's right. I forget the location, it doesn't matter. They were studying leopard sharks. And they noticed that these leopard sharks are apparently engaging in threesomes. Let that sink in. Let that sink in for a second. Leopard sharks are engaging in threesomes. How did it go down? I wasn't there, but allegedly 2 male leopard sharks got together, saw a female leopard shark, and they all kind of looked at each other and they said, my oh my, is it us or is it getting hot in here? Each individual male leopard shark at first thought that the female leopard shark was only speaking with them. After realizing they were within close proximity, they kind of switched gazes, took a glance at one another, and she was looking at them both simultaneously. And you know what they decided to do? They decided to throw it down, son. They decided to have a leopard shark threesome. Allegedly, the two male leopard sharks got in a corner beforehand. This was not something that was planned. This was not something that they were prepared for, but they had a little chat. They're like, okay, how are we gonna do this so that it's like no homo? You know, and not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying we're not those types of leopard sharks. They said that. They said that, and they're like, what if we do double penetration? And they both soon realized that if their cocks are inserted inside her, there's a possible chance that they might touch during the threesome, hence making it at least a little bit gay, which again, there's nothing wrong with that. But these two leopard sharks don't swing that way. So they agreed mutually to take turns hitting that leopard shark puss, and they did. They did for a long, long time, my friends. 111 or 110 seconds. They each took turns. The first one, I believe, went for like 60 seconds or so. The second one did it for 40 seconds or so, bringing it to a finale. Sum total of 110 or 11 seconds of hot, steamy leopard shark sex. And not just regular sex, monogamous, just a pair of leopard sharks making sweet, sweet love. No. This is the future. It's 2025. Out here, everybody's about the plurals. Everybody's out there doing the threesomes, the foursomes, the gangbangs, the orgies. Or at least that's what's being depicted down below in the oceans. They took turns. The first one finished inside her, but then came out and got a little on her belly and on her face. She licked it all up. She likes it. She licked it all up. Hey, no judgment here. And we're just observing and learning for science. The second one tried to engage in anal, but the female was not up for it at the time. Maybe next time, she said. So they just penetrated regularly. Regular intercourse. Puss, cock. Leopard shark cock to puss, that is. He also came inside her. For the finale, he turned her around and came a little bit on her back and on her face, which she likes. So there you have it. What happened afterwards? Well, like many leopard sharks, they looked at each other, asked if they'd like to enjoy a cigarette break with one another, and they did. They whipped out cigarettes, they lit them up, they sat back, they floated down, because like it's hard to, after you come, it's hard to float back up. They floated back down to the depths of the ocean and just smoked, drank a little bit of red, you know, cuddled a little bit, not too long, but a little bit. You don't want to just be like, hit it and quit it, leopard sharks, done it again. Spend a little bit of time. They spent a little bit of time together, and that was beautiful. The moral of that story seems that it's not just us who engage in threesomes. Who invented the threesome? Is it the leopard sharks, or is it humans? Join us next week in leopard shark mating habits, when there will be two females this time and one male, keeping the playing ground level and even, so that nobody's feeling like, oh, they're getting to have all the fun. Yeah. So there you have it. Who will be the father? Apparently it doesn't cost much to raise a kid in water. And we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it does. Let's see if that leopard shark resembles one of the male sharks more so than the other. And we'll maybe somebody needs to do a little bit of DNA testing just to see if they need to pay for that child support every month. But the point is that it ended well. It was fun for everybody, and not a big deal. They might do it again or not. Speaking of coming on our face, when somebody puts out a question out, I just tend to listen. I do my best to try and listen. Somebody might have said, or asked the question rather, my girlfriend came on my face or jizzed on my face. That's right, my girlfriend jizzed on my face or female ejaculated on my face. Somebody might have said that, and I might have listened. And they wondered to themselves, but also to us, what am I to do with this? How am I supposed to read this? What is going on? Again, she came on my face. And I'd like to say thank you for opening up and being vulnerable. Your female lover has come on your face. What are you to make of this? I would take a step back and look at it objectively. Is it the first time that she's female ejaculated on your face? Did she cream on your face before, or is it a first time? I'm assuming, I'm just gonna go out on the limb out here and say it's the first time that this has happened. How you're supposed to read into this, you're supposed to pay attention. Look at her face. Look at her gestures. Does she seem happy when she's coming on your face? If so, then I would read that as a positive sign. I would say that she likes coming on your face. And if you enjoyed her creaming on your face, I say this has now opened up the gateway to more of her ejaculating on your face and you licking up that cream. So don't read too much into it. I say if there were no comments other than, that felt good, this was nice, oh, that was great, baby, I love you. If those sort of comments were exchanged, you're good. I say give into it, let her come on your face more, increase incrementally, of course. I don't want anybody out there getting waterboarded by female ejaculate, because that's not fun for anyone. As much as female ejaculate is fun, nobody wants to be, gagging and confessing to things they didn't even know they were supposed to be confessing to. All this, the safe is in the bank. I'll tell you everything you need to know. Oh my God, there's so much female ejaculate on my face. So whatever happens, happens. I say go with it, enjoy it. If she, you're like, what if she gets it in my eye? There's a good chance she might get some in your eye. It's not impossible. It's not impossible. Should she get some in your eye, simply wipe it off. Wipe it off. Continue. Continue and ask yourself, what's with all the jizz in my face? Female jizz, that is. What's up with all the female ejaculate? What's going on with all this female ejaculate? So there, I hope that helps. Other people have come forward or gone backwards and said, when I'm taking my shits, should I be gaping? That's a good question. That's a solid question. Thank you for asking. Should you be gaping when you're engaging in the shits? And you get rid of your shits on a daily, don't you? If you're watching this video is only for people who, by the way, take shits on a regular daily, the hard working folks out there. The question was, should I be gaping? That's again, gaping while I shits, or should I not be gaping while I shits? The problem with not gaping, my friends, is sometimes you may have to take a second shit. And that all stems from the problem of not gaping while you're shitting. How many times have we had people get up, have breakfast, have a little coffee, maybe a little cigarette, take a shit. Half an hour later, Hour later, 45 minutes later, 2 hours later, next thing you know, second coffee, another cigarette, next thing you know, they gotta go again. Why? Why must they go again? I'll let the public decide, but we can answer it here together. Perhaps they have to go a second time because they did not gape. Gaping will allow you to alleviate your body of all the shits simultaneously, instead of having to make a second appointment or a third appointment, going back, getting rid of all that human fecal matter. Get rid of it all at once. Don't just be like, I'll get rid of it a little bit right now and then I'll get rid of the remaining after. You can get rid of it in one sitting by simply gaping. Flush it all out. Could you flush it all out? Could you perhaps flush a week's worth of fecal matter in one gaping? Some scientists say yes. Others say, be careful. And those are the guys and gals who are not for innovation. In short, if you want to empty out your body, open it up. Don't leave it up to chance. Don't say, oh, I've got plenty of time. I can do this another time. I'll come back for seconds. Hell, I'll come back for thirds. How many times have you missed out on grand opportunities because you had to go sit down on the toilet once again? Because what? Oh, I'm not a gaper. Nah, I don't know about that. Yeah. Lost a job interview. Missed out on an opportunity to put a down payment on that hot piece of property that you were hunting in the city that's so expensive because of a second shit. Forgot to propose to your wife, who's now a lesbian, because you had to take a third shit. Your baby doesn't talk to you once again because you missed the Little League practice because of your fourth shit of the day. Think about that. Baby chimpanzee died in a rainforest because a larger chimp was kind of like eyeing it and didn't like the way the younger chimp was looking at a couple of the female chicks, and you weren't around to help that young chimp escape the vicious attack of the older chimp. Why? Because of your second to third shit of the day. There you go. So gape it, get rid of it all. Take a stand. Say yes. Make the difference in your life. Don't be another, oh, I'll just play by ear. I'll see how these shits go. I'm not a gaper. We've all seen how that plays out, ladies and gentlemen, and it is a scary world out there. People have come forward, of course, and asked themselves, is it okay to be a web browser? Is web browsing okay? Just doing a little bit of innocent web browsing. You know, I'm not here to say whether something is okay or not okay, but I do gotta ask, what is our modern day fascination with web browsing? Why are we so infatuated with looking at spiders and their webs? Why must we go after one web to another? Jump, hop, skip, web to web, browse numerous webs, never with the intention of actually purchasing a spider web. Simply looking at the web. Engaging with the web. From afar. Looking at the web. Scrolling up and down on the web. Like a little web pervert. Leading the web on into thinking, believing that they're the only web. Meanwhile, you neglect one web and jump onto another, and next thing you know, it's been hours that you've spent web browsing. Have you learned anything about spiders? Do you know any additional information from all your web browsing? Have they taught you anything? Are you a better person for your web browsing capabilities? Is your life fulfilled through browsing spider webs? Billions of people around the world are affected by this web browsing. We're not even interested in the animal itself, the spider. We just go straight to the web. It is a little bit sus. It is a little bit... It's a moment where we gotta look at ourselves and say, why am I even doing this? What good is it if I'm not engaging with the actual animal? If I'm not learning anything from this spider or species of spiders? What are your intentions? What are your goals? To just blindly follow and simply go from web to web to web. And talk about it amongst your family, friends. Say, I was out there web browsing the other day, as if it's completely normal. As if it's not a big deal. Everybody out there just pretending it's just another weekday. Here I am talking to my colleagues and my friends and family, telling them about my web browsing habit. And everybody else, because they don't want to be ousted, they don't want to be the odd guy or gal pointing out to the fact that, hey, maybe this obsession with spider webs is a little bit, okay? It's just getting a little bit much. There are plenty of other species to be looking at, engaging in. And every once in a while, it wouldn't hurt you to drop a couple of shekels to actually purchase a web instead of constantly, I'm just browsing over here. Thank you. Just browsing the web. If you're not intending to purchase a web, no judgment, sometimes I just like to lay it all out there and let the public decide. Innocent or a sign of the end times. That's right. I believe a passenger at Tampa Airport, International Airport that is, was recently caught with human remains in his suitcase at the airport. That's right, human remains found in a suitcase of a passenger traveling through Tampa International Airport. Everybody's out there, freaking out. Giving this guy or gal, I don't know if they're male or female, it doesn't matter. Giving this guy or gal the stink eye. Giving this guy or gal, looks of, hey, wagwan. Wagwan with them human remains. It's easy to judge. It's easy to judge, point, ridicule, ostracize, and say, yeah, this guy or gal is probably up to no good. Human remains in his or her suitcase. A little sus. How'd you get the human remains? How'd you get the bones? People will ask. Not saying yet, implying with an undertone of suspicion. And it just breaks my heart because it's 2025. If a modern day human can't engage in a little bit of witchcraft and a little bit of voodoo dare I say, a little bit of human sacrifice. What are we doing? What are we doing? Oh look, another person engaging in witchcraft or voodoo. Oh, we're so much better. We're so much better because we're not engaging in voodoo or witchcraft. Are you though? Are you? All I'm saying is, before we jump the gun, before we jump to conclusions and say, oh, this must have been a murder, this must have been some sketchy guy or gal with human remains in her. It's 2025, fam. If you need to get your human remains for whatever business you're doing across the border, ignore them. Ignore them. Do not give them the attention that they're looking for. You can't just take human remains from one place to another in your suitcase without getting the third degree. I think it's high time that we ask ourselves, is this the type of society that we want to be living in? You know, should we give humans the benefit of the doubt that they're responsible when it comes to their human remains, or be suspicious of everyone, innocent, or a sign of the end times? I'll leave it to the public to decide. I read a headline about an article which I didn't actually read, but it caught my attention. It said brides are maybe opting or choosing to go with different colors for their wedding dresses, different than white. And, you know, I didn't read the article, but I have thought about this. Should modern day brides be wearing white dresses? Why go with the white dress when you have all the multiple different color options? If I'm not mistaken, the white dress was initially, I'm no expert. I believe initially it was meant to represent purity, and, you know, virginity and all that jazz. I think that's why the whiteness represented, here you go, you know, father of the bride would hand over the bride to the groom, enjoy this virgin puss, you know, unboxed puss, that's what they call them, you know, still wrapped, original manufacturing, original parts, batteries included, full, you know, nobody's opened it up and peeked underneath and, you know, seen inside the hood and whatnot. That was what it was intended for, if I'm not mistaken. But times are different now. Times are different, and you don't want that. We've collectively decided that we don't want that. We don't want that. We want a woman, and rightly so. We want a woman and a man to have some experience engaging in physical connections with other people before you happen to open it up and see what's up with it, or they themselves open it up and see what's up with it. But it is curious because still today we do see a ton of people, the majority of people opt for the white wedding dress. You can play around with the colors. I say, if you wanna get that white dress, get it. No shame. Well, I'm just saying, there's other colors options. You know, play around with the colors. And also, there's got to be like that one chick who's still a virgin getting married. And maybe there's like a bride's convention and they're all they're wearing their dresses and they're all chit-chatting and she's looking at all the other chicks and thinking they're all, you know, virgins like her. Hey ladies, just I'm Sally the Virgin. High five to all of us keeping it untouched till our wedding day. Am I right, ladies? And the other ladies are all like, no bitch, we've gobbled down thousands, hundreds of cocks. What are you talking about? Virgin. And it was something to be able to, you know, so the earning, it should be like that, because the way I think of it, it's like karate belts or like, MMA belts. You should, but like in reverse, white is the best and go up to black being, there should be like, do your wedding dress, maybe. I'm just putting an idea out there. Maybe it should have something to do with like, maybe don't go with white. A lot of people shouldn't be wearing white based on what it was supposed to represent at least. And there's nothing wrong with it, I'm just saying. A lot of people should be wearing like a darker shade. They're completely, there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely, I'd want that. Again, I don't want to open up something that's like, oh my God. You want a little bit of experience. You should go all the way up to different, there's so many color options. Work your way up depending, yourself. Go with white, yellow, green, orange, red, purple, light blue, dark blue, navy. Get into the browns, depending, every I don't know how we're gonna do this. Like every 10 cock, we should maybe go up a color, or maybe like if you want to, every 20 cock, we should go. 20 cocks, you still get to wear the white one. 20 plus cocks, you get the yellow. 20 to 40 cocks in a lifetime, you get the yellow. 40 to 60, then go orange. 60 to 80, go red. And so on and so forth. Or we can even spread it out even more, depending on what you like. It's food for thought, I'm just saying. And have fun with it too. White is like, so much pressure not to spill anything. A good thing with a black dress, you can spill I'd be spilling all over, spill all over that dress. Black, you don't need to worry about it. White dress, God. Too much to worry about. But it just made me think. And that's neither here or there. I just read a headline article and it made me think. What else is going on? I believe teryx. teryx is a sportswear company, if I'm not mistaken. I've never heard of this sportswear company, but apparently they got in a little bit of heat because they went to the Himalayas and they did like a promotional shoot. They shot a video for an ad, and they sparked a little bit of controversy because they used fireworks on a mountaintop or a hill to sort of kind of depict a dragon something, an image of a dragon using fireworks. And people came out and said, oh, we need to look into this. Some environmentalists, maybe even the Chinese government. Some people who are concerned with the ecosystem, saying, oh, we should be more careful about the ecosystem where we set off fireworks, because the ecosystem is like fragile and whatever. And it made me think, what should teryx do? Should they, and they apologized, I think they apologized, they said we'll do better. We'll do better. Should they do better though? And what is better? Because I saw the fireworks. Do you say you're sorry? Do you apologize and say you'll do better? Or you double down? Or you triple down? Or go with more fireworks? Because you bend the knee now, teryx. You bend the knee now. And guess what? Those fans or those consumers who are gonna walk away from your brand because of a little bit of fire, they're gonna walk away regardless. But you double down. You get more fireworks. You get triple the fireworks. And watch your sales skyrocket. That's right. Watch your sales skyrocket with more fireworks. I would even do edgier stuff. Just to get, because again, I've never even heard of teryx. There's so many brands out there. Sponsor a couple of Sherpas. Stuff their Sherpa bags with fireworks. Give them tons of cigarettes and a little bit of whiskey and spank them on their ass and watch them go off on a little hike up the Himalayan mountains. Coordinate it so that the fireworks go off as they're about to get near to the peak. And then in the sky, it'll blast off and say Teryx or whatever other brand you want to put up there. And then maybe low-key just put the fireworks on the Sherpa's crotchal area, on the genital area, and have them just like look into the camera and just blast off a little bit of fireworks. Teryx. For people who love sportswear and fireworks. You know, do you bend the knee or do you say, you know what? A little bit of fireworks never hurt anybody. All right? Find a baby Sherpa. Hand him or her some fireworks. Give him Teryx attire. Suit him up in your attire, in your sportswear. Look how much more comfortable this little baby Sherpa is while wielding his fireworks. And it's shown before and after, before fireworks and Teryx gear. Oh, sad little baby Sherpa. Maybe he'll only get halfway through the mountaintop today. Cut to Teryx. Lots of fireworks. Blasts off. The baby Sherpa is flying with the fireworks. Maybe low-key catches on fire a little bit. I'm just putting ideas out on the table. Baby Sherpa catches on fire with fireworks, Teryx up in the air. Yeah, a couple of butterflies had to step out and smoke outside because it was just like way too much smoke. All right, so I'll leave it up to you, Teryx. I'll leave it up to you. You know, as a professional sperm counter, I'm a little bit concerned. And I must say, I do feel a couple of droplets. It's a little bit cloudy today. We might get a little bit of rain. I don't know. If we do get a little bit of rain, I have come prepared. I do have my umbrella. I've got my umbrella handy. So your boy comes out prepared. So we'll see. If need be, it might get a little bit darker, but we'll see. What was I saying? That's right. As a professional sperm counter, I am a little bit concerned with all the technology moving so fast. They say everything will be going digital. Everything's going to go digital. They say that. I'm not worried because I say there's still going to be room for analog or manual sperm counters. That's right. Sure, you can pump it into a machine, have them count really quickly, like within seconds. But you're an idiot because you spent a ton of money and you gave up the opportunity to have somebody count one by one using human labor, and you put somebody out of a job. And guess what? That computer who counts the sperm digitally doesn't care for you. Just sees you as another number, as another consumer. Whereas I, a person, a professional who counts sperm manually via analog, old school, I'll take the time. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 75,000. I'm sorry, I got distracted. We were at 1,300,021. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to start all over again. But I'll do that. Shit is happening all around me all the time. But that's the thing. I put in the time to start all over again. Look at this bee. Look at the juicy tits on this bee. Oh, get out of here, bee. Take your juicy bee tits. I will not be tempted. So that's, man. The vulva on that bee it's concerning, actually. It's a little bit too much of an Audi for my personal taste. I like if it's hanging way too low, it's like, whoa, how many births have you had? But the point is, I do it manually. I take pride in that shit. And past few years, I've even gone into, I count eggs for the females too. I count it one by one, every month. When they release one, I'm there. Taking it off. One more for Betty, one more for Jenny. And I keep track of how many they've lost and how many they've got. 75 more to go, Jen. 75 more, so be careful of that shit. I say that. For men, again, I don't care how millions of sperm. I count them manually, one at a time. Because I pay attention to detail. Where again, a digital sperm counter does not give a single fuck what you and your sperm are up to, how you're feeling, what's going on. I will count it manually. Again, I'm not worried. What else is going on? I believe the secret service, the top secret service, or secret service as I like to call it. Oh, I like the secret service. The secret, secret service, baby. They just busted a whole bunch of, there was a telecom threat in New York that was potentially going to take out all of our telecom. That's telecommunication. A large number of co-located SIM cards and servers were found near New York. With the capability of disturbing communications and sparking the mayhem. Capable of sending everybody millions of texts simultaneously going out, causing fake threats, causing fake swatting events, causing chaos, all taken out with the good help of the Secret Service and other law enforcement officers. Ladies and gentlemen, they think they can fuck with us. Let it be known that no one fucks with us. Unless it's like us, unless it's at any point, if anybody fucks with us, let them know this. If anybody fucks with us, it'll be us that fucks with us. All right, so we busted that shit. And I say we, I have nothing to do with, we collectively busted that shit. All right, so say goodbye to your hundreds of thousands of servers and SIM cards trying to send out fake threats so you get the emergency services involved and distract them from actual emergencies. Oh, we are now fighting this offensively. We don't know who's behind it yet. Once we figure it out, you're gonna get yours, son. You're gonna get yours. The Secret Service is on top of it. While I say this, of course, it brings me to this is why I actually came out today. My main objective today is to try to gather a little army, a little farm, if you will, of people who are willing to go above and beyond and do what's necessary to protect us from them. Don't know who us is, don't know who them's is, but I'll figure it out one step at a time. What am I talking about? You may have all heard by now, butt farms. That's right, butt farms. They're all the rage. Everyone's talking about them, engaging, whether it's on the streets or on the lines. Driving conversation. They say butt farms are the driving force behind conversation. They say if you're having an argument online, chances are you're arguing with a butt farm. That's right. So here I am on the streets, trying to gather people to see if they're willing to be a part of this I'll form me a little butt farm of my own, a little tiny butt farm that could, and what are these butts even doing? How do they get people so rattled up? You know, are they taking gaping shits or non-gaping shits? What are these butts up to? And how do they have the power to get people to engage or disengage with topics and discussions and get into culture wars? You know, again, ignore them. Whoever started this butt farm thing is a sick son of a bitch. Because butts are supposed to be just, wild and free. We're not supposed to be farming butts, all right? So let me just spend a few minutes over here, see if I can get anybody to join our butt farm to fight other butt farms. This may take some time. So this is all, we'll see how it goes. Hi ladies, do you have a few minutes? What do you think about butt farms? Yeah. Let me know if you want to join. They didn't have time right now but I will ask as many people as possible to see if she seemed a little confused, pretending not to know what a butt farm is. Hey man, quick question for you.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah, thank you.
Watch out for the butt farms out there. He says he's good, but we'll see. Hi there. Quick question for you. People seem to be busy with their lives, but unaware of the dangers of the butt farms. How you doing, sir? Do you have a few minutes? How do you feel about butt farms? We'll see. We'll see. Hi, ladies. How do you guys feel about butt farms? Butt farms? We'll see. How you doing, sir? Do you have a few seconds?
No, sorry, I'm for that.
That's all right, man. That's all right. I'm just out here looking for your butt. Just out here trying to protect butts. I'll stand out here until necessary. How you doing, man? Do you have a few seconds?
Sure, why not? I do actually.
All right, cool. What are your thoughts on butt farms?
What?
Butt farms.
What's a butt farm? I don't know.
I've heard of it. I'm not too sure myself. They say there are butt farms online getting people mad about every topic that there is, and it's forming conversations. And I'm just like, how do we do our part to fight these butt farms? How do we? What are you willing to do? Would you be willing, if there was like, let's say, a tiny butt farm, to fight online or even on the streets?
These horrible butt farms.
Would you be saying you're willing to do something? Like, what would you be willing to do in terms of? I'm glad you're laughing because this is a serious. It's very, I don't know. I mean, like, I appreciate it, but what would you say you're willing to do to fight the butt farm?
What am I willing to do to fight butt farms? Okay, you got me. I don't know.
I appreciate it, man. Just as, yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Okay. All right. You have yourself a good day. All right.
Take care.
There you have it, folks. It seems that it starts with a little bit of laughter, but at least we're all on the same page. That yeah, let them not see us shivering or shaking in our boots because of their butt farms. This gentleman, it's, yeah, is it a laughing matter? I'll ask that. I'll ask that to the public right now. Hi, ma'am. Do you have a few seconds? All right, that's all right. Yeah, because you let these things grow and it'll just... I'm concerned. I'm more concerned about, because it starts with a farm now, but down the line it'll turn into like a butt army, and that'll. Ugh. Hi, ma'am. Do you have a few seconds?
I do.
That's all right.
I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
What phone?
I'm asking a little tiny question. If you got like a few seconds.
I just have to. What is it about?
Butt farms. Butt farms. Well, you got to get here so I can. I'll explain if you. Hey, man. Do you have a few seconds? Out here fucking trying to, raise a butt army. People are like, oh, they're too busy. I got one guy though. Look at that guy's a fucking true one out there, holding it down. Hi there. Do you have a few seconds? That's all right. It's okay. No big deal. Just out here trying to like serve and protect. Hi, sir. Do you have a few seconds? It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Not worried about yeah. Some people aren't concerned about their butts, dude. Yeah, until it's too late. Until it's too friggin' late, then you'd be like, I wish I had my butt army, but I'll wait here as long as it takes. I mean, like, I've got. Well, this is only the beginning. It starts with one tiny step at a time. Because you leave it up to these butt farms to just form by themselves. Next thing you know, it's butt city, dude. Hi there. You have a few seconds? That's all right. That's okay. Hey man, how you doing? Do you have a few seconds? That's all right. That's okay. That's all right. Hi there. Do you have a few seconds? 2 seconds. 1 second. That's all right. That's okay. If they knew the urgency, maybe I should just tell them what's happening, and maybe that'll catch their attention. Just because, like, yeah, you ask people, do you have a few seconds? And they're all like, no, we don't. Oh yeah, maybe we do, but it's concerning. Really, it is. But we're doing our best. Hey man, you got a few seconds? What are your thoughts on butt farms?
On which?
Butt farms.
Butt farm. No idea what you're talking about.
So they say that there's these butt farms that are online, getting people engaged in all sorts of discussions, ramping people up to get involved and just like fight amongst each other. Butt farms. I'm just wondering, like, what would you be willing to do to fight back against the butt farms?
I feel like I'm being trolled right now. I have no idea
No,
what's
there's
going on.
butt farm. You've
Never
of
heard of it, buddy. Sorry. No idea.
What would you say you would be willing to do? Because it's out there, man. But
Yeah.
what would you say you're willing to do in terms of like fighting the butt farms?
Yeah, without actually knowing what it is.
I don't
have
even
no
know what it
idea.
is. I've heard. You've never heard of butt farms?
No.
It's a thing, man. It's starting out like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
What would you like? Would you do anything in terms of like, let's say there was like a team?
Sounds like something I'll investigate when I'm not on a work computer, right?
You're on work right now.
No. I mean, to Google when I'm not on a work.
You've never heard of stuff like that? You say butt farms are making people like engage with the algorithms and fight amongst themselves, and like it says if you're fighting with somebody online, chances are you're actually fighting somebody that's operating a butt farm. No idea?
I feel like I'm too old for the question. I'm probably missing something. Yeah,
Would you-
I'm like TikTok confused me. I don't understand the whole deal with that. So
I don't
too
either.
old for this.
I'm like, no, man, you're not too old. I was like, I appreciate the time that you put in to come and like chat with us. I'm just
Yeah.
like, would you say you'd be willing to fight them at least, fight the butt farms? Like, if they're engaging with like, I don't know what they do, but they
Yeah.
get people engaged.
Yeah.
Would you be willing to put, go on to...
Feels like you're looking for a tagline. Don't have anything for you though today. Have a good one.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Seems like some people get the feeling that this is not a real concern, and I don't know too much about it myself, but I'm willing to ask. I'll ask the questions. Hi there. Do you have a few seconds?
I can't, I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's okay. Hey, man, you got a few seconds? That's all right. They want me to explain to them what a butt farm is. I'm figuring this stuff out as I go myself. I mean, I don't have... One guy was laughing, thinking it's a joking matter. I mean... Serious stuff. You need to be careful of the butt farms. Everything starts off with like, we're all just having fun here. Not a big deal. Until shit gets crazy. Hi there, do you have a few seconds? 2 seconds of your time. It's important. It's really important. Hi there. Do you have a few seconds? All right. I'm glad that people are so, they're busy with their lives and they got things going on. But if this happens, then... Oh, dude, you're back.
Say no to butt farms.
Butt farms. Any further thoughts on how you would fight these butt farms? Because I had somebody that thought this was, it starts off as a joke.
No, that's where you gotta get the word out.
That's right.
Get the word out.
Exactly.
Get people thinking about it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. No more. Get to those butt farmers. Well,
This is butt farm today, butt army tomorrow.
See you later.
See you later, man.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Hi there. Do you have a few seconds?
Oh,
2
sorry.
seconds. It's important. It's about butt farms. Hi there. Do you have a few seconds, brother? All right, man. Hi there. Do you have a few seconds? All right. The people who say no will be the first people who are, when it comes down to fighting these butt farms, they'll be the first people who will say, oh, I wish I took part in the butt farming. But they want to be... How you doing, man? Do you have a couple of seconds? 2 seconds. That's all right. That's all right, brother. I got you. I got you. Hey, dude, do you have a couple of seconds? 2 seconds. That's all right. Not a big deal. Not a big again. You go about your lives, thinking like it's all like, I gotta get to my job. Butt farms will, Hi there, do you have a couple of seconds? 2 seconds. Hi, miss. Hi there. Hi there. How you doing, man? You have 2 seconds? 2 seconds.
sorry.
That's all right. That's okay. I've got one solid guy who came back. That's like 2 guys. That's basically like 2 guys. Hi there. We'll see. Hey man, you have a couple of seconds? 2 seconds? Sorry? Do you have 2 seconds?
I speak English.
That's a,
No.
Have you heard of butt farms?
Sorry?
Butt farms.
Butt farms.
Butt farms. Do you know about them?
Okay.
What would you be willing to do to fight these butt farms? That they say that it's getting people engaged online to fight amongst each other, but it's actually fake and it's not actually people. It's a butt farm. What would you say you're willing to do to fight the simple anything weird?
Sorry, I don't know about this actually.
I don't mean to I don't want to alarm you or anything, but butt farms. They say like I just want you to know, if you're out there, if you see anything and it gets you rattled up and you're like, I want to fight this thing, don't. Chances are, it's a butt farm.
Okay, I search about this.
Yeah, please do. I appreciate it,
Okay,
man.
thank
Thank you
you.
very much. You have a good day. All right, fight the good fight, brother. Some people don't even know. Trying to educate people out here on these streets. Trying to learn some people out here, but you know, that's how it goes. How you doing, man? Do you have 2 seconds? That's all right. That's all right, man. What's going on, man? You got 2 seconds? That's all right, bro. Hey, brother, you got 2 seconds? All right. See, he was smoking, and I'm like, yo, if we're in a situation where it needs to be like, if I see, we could have been brethren in the trenches of the butt farms, but some people are just like, yo, we're too. So we'll see. We'll see. Hi, ma'am. Hi there. You got 2 seconds? One life at a time. You know, you try to save one life at. It's not easy. It's not like you know. You do your part out there. Hey man, how you doing? You got 2 seconds? All right. Hi there. Not worried about butt farms at all. She's just on her way. It's just another day. No need to worry about butt farms. Oh, you ladies are back.
We're back.
2 seconds.
We're not talking about that topic.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. They don't want to talk about it. They're not worried about it, I guess. That's okay. We'll try a few other people, but I mean, it's not easy, I'll tell you that. It's certainly not easy. Somebody should be doing a little bit more to raise awareness, at least. Hi guys, 2 seconds of your time? That's all right. It's very important. Again, it's not, this isn't gonna change the world or anything, but at least like it's a, you know, it's a... Hey man, you got 2 seconds? That's all right. Hi miss. Hello. Have a wonderful day. Beautiful people of Toronto, just willing to engage and just, you know, go out there and do the necessary stuff. Hi guys, 2 seconds of your time. All right. Out here looking out for your butts, trying to save lives. No big deal. But again, I said, you know, it's each and every one of us does a little bit, and it goes a long way. That's all. You know. Hey brother, you got 2 seconds? 2 seconds? All right. Hi, miss. You got 2 seconds? That's all right. That's all right. Hey, brother, you got 2 seconds? That's all right. Again, it's one small step at a time. One, you know, some people think it's a joke. Others think that they're being led on, that there's something more to it. I myself don't know what is going on. That's basically one of the pillars of not just this podcast, but my life. But that doesn't stop me from reaching out and saying, hey, together maybe we can do something, make a difference. we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's not an easy thing. How you doing, sir? You got 2 seconds? All right. Hi, miss. You got 2 seconds? Just asking questions. All right, that's fair enough. Have a good day. And that's all you can do. Sometimes it does, you know, and change is not easy. It doesn't come overnight. Hi there. Like your dog. It's a cute dog. Fight the good fight. Fight the good fight. That's all we can do. Fight the good fight. Hey man, you got 2 seconds? 2 seconds. All right, dude. All right, no problem. How you doing, sir? 2 seconds. Fair enough. Have a good day. Thank you. Just out here protecting your butts. No big deal. You're welcome. How you doing, sir? Guys, what do we think about butt farms? Butt farms, fight the good fight? All right. I'm trying to just raise awareness. I mean, people don't want to fight it. I don't even say we got to fight it. I just say we got to like engage with it. It shouldn't just be like one group controlling the butt farms. It should be decentralized. I hear that a lot. A lot of things should be decentralized. Shouldn't be a centralized butt farm. That's when shit gets crazy, when you got a centralized butt farm. Hi, miss. Hi there. You got 2 seconds? 2 seconds. All right. Have a good day. I need to get some. We need to get some females because it's not easy to just like. I can't have all the males doing the butt fighting. You know, because it takes all of us. It's not just like, oh, we'll send the guys. Guys are, you know, they're willing to put their bodies on the line. And we'll do that. As men, we'll do that. But it does, you know, we need a strong female base in order to fight these butt farms. Whatever it takes. It's you, me, and whatever it takes. Hi there, you got 2 seconds? All right, have a good day. Hey brother, you got 2 seconds. That's all right, man. Have a good day. Hi there, miss. You got 2 seconds? Hi there.
Sorry?
You got 2 seconds?
Yeah.
Just raising awareness, asking questions of, have you heard about butt farms?
Butt farms?
Butt farms.
No.
They say online people are getting in fights, and it's like if you see a post from somebody and you start fighting it, they say that it's not a real person, don't fight.
Oh, like cancel someone?
I don't know much of butt farms. Would you be willing to, like, if there was I don't even know how this is started, but let's say there's a huge butt farm that's like, you know, making people angry or fight. Would you be willing to, like, you know, as Canadians, would you be willing to, like, say, we're gonna fight back, fight these butt farms? You wouldn't fight them? I mean, like, would you say you're a pacifist?
Actually, I think I didn't understand.
Butt farms.
Butt farms is a concept about people that fight for something.
So it's not even they say, like, let's say any topic online that gets people emotional or mad and people start fighting it, they say that most often it's not even real people from real accounts. They say it's a butt farm.
Oh, okay.
What would, like, you know, and we need to, you know, fight it back. Would you say, like, as Canadians, we're gonna stand strong and fight these butt farms? Because I got one guy that says yes. I need to, like, get at least a woman to say yes, we're willing to fight these butt farms?
Actually, I don't think I have an opinion, a created opinion about this.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Because some people, they have their opinion
Yeah.
in some level,
Yes.
aggressive opinions,
Yes.
and they feel that put this out would be a good idea. Regardless, it could be harmful for someone. I don't agree with this kind of behavior, but I don't think I have power to do something.
It's
against
one butt at a time. It's just one of it. Like, yeah, I appreciate you just coming. Like, this says yes. Together, we're standing strong. We will fight them and like.
Yeah, but how is it possible? Like, okay, let's go together and fight against this kind of people.
They're just butts. I don't even think they're people. So it's just like, as long as we know about them and say, you know what, like, people are better. People are better than this.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
It's not to eliminate them.
No,
it's
absolutely.
just a kind of way to say no. We are better than them.
Exactly. We're better than them. Exactly. Our butts are better than their butts. Exactly. I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank
Have a
you.
great day.
You too. Hello, how are you?
But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to, like, you know. Hey, man, you got 2 seconds? I mean, I hope she was, you know, I hope she spoke loud enough for you guys to hear, but, you know, it's important that we get everybody. Hi there. You got 2 seconds?
Yeah, I have to go somewhere.
That's all right, man. Have a good day, dude. That brings us to today's conclusion, I guess. I mean, we got a few people to engage with us and raise awareness. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, just be careful and be aware and spread the word about butt farms. Peace out.